Well, look, I mean, the loophole's been closed, and it bothers the crap out of Gator.
This is like something that would happen to the Lions before the NFL steps in and changes the rule. You know what I mean?
100%.
So-
100%.
No, it's a good call.
I'm going to bring this up. The last time the Lions played the Texans on Thanksgiving was the Justin Forsett
Yep.
down, not down, touchdown run, which the NFL changed the rule after the season because it was a stupid-ass rule.
Yep.
That
when,
is
when
the
Jim Schwartz threw the challenge flag because he was clearly down, but apparently you don't have to, but they'll penalize you for it,
And
which
that-
is totally ridiculous.
They'll penalize.
And then not
that
review
was
it.
the dumbest rule. It was totally out of stubbornness and stupidity. That rule was even there. I mean, and for those that don't know, Justin Forsett was going for a touchdown run. His knee was down. He spun around, kept going, scored, and Jim Schwartz threw the challenge flag.
Well, he didn't throw it. He Gronk spiked that.
Right.
He
Yeah,
launched
he
it.
went crazy with it. And the rule is, at the time, was that you couldn't challenge the play because it was a scoring play, and all scoring plays were going to be reviewed. So instead of simply saying, hey, it's okay, coach, pick up your challenge flag, it's being reviewed anyway, instead of doing that, which is what it is now, the rule was, well, you just lost your challenge, and it's an unchallengeable play, and now we're not going to review it out of just stubbornness.
Because you challenged it. Like it was.
How dare you?
I think they got penalized for delay a game, too, or something like that. It's just absolutely ridiculous.
I'm going back to what year was that?
2010 or something.
I'm gonna find that game and see exactly what because not only did the Lions lose out on the challenge, which meant the play stood, but I'm pretty sure that they got penalized.
So
it was so dumb in a game they ended up losing in overtime.
Like, how punitive do you have to be for the dumbest rule in NFL history?
And, of course, they changed the rule.
Yep.
After the Lions got screwed by it.
Hey, you know what? That really is a dumb rule. Let's get rid of that one.
I can't find.
You find it?
No, I haven't found it yet. I'm working my way through. I found the game, but I'm not finding the play in question. Was it third quarter? Yeah, here we go. Justin Forsett up the middle for 81 yards, touchdown. Penalty on Detroit head coach. 15 yards unsportsmanlike conduct enforced between downs.
They give him an unsportsmanlike.
Detroit penalty for initiating a challenge when a team is prohibited from doing so. So he goes 81 yards. He was down. They blew the call. He scores. Schwartz throws the flag. They're like, you can't review it and that's a penalty because it's a touchdown and all touchdowns are reviewed. So you get 15 yards. Play stands as called because we're not reviewing it now. Why they wouldn't review it, I have no idea.
Because it's a dumbass rule. It was so horrible.
Honestly,
why would that negate that? Why would that?
This will go back to when we are, someday the Lions are in the Super Bowl and Tom Rinaldi does a piece or Jeremy Schaap does a piece on the Lions' ineptitude through the years. They're going to open up the eyes to the country about the crap that's happened to this organization, and they're going to go, oh, my God, how bad was this rule? And, of course, the Lions were screwed. You know the Lions had the process. Yes. What if I told you it was the dumbest rule in league history? And nobody remembers this except us. But when they revisit it, when the Lions go to the Super Bowl and they look at the history of the Lions and see this, they're going to go, what the F was that rule? And the Lions got completely jobbed. Totally.
What if I told you the Lions played the Seattle Seahawks and Calvin Johnson fumbled the ball and it was batted out of the end zone deliberately by the Seahawks, which should have resulted in the Lions getting the ball back, but it didn't, and the Lions lost.
It's a long list of plays like that, and like this.
What if I told you that Calvin Johnson would make a remarkable catch towards the end of a game against the Chicago Bears on the road, getting not only 2 feet down, a buttock, a knee, and an elbow, and it still wouldn't be ruled a touchdown or a catch because he didn't complete the process?
What about the time Golden Tate thought he scored the winning touchdown? And the refs called it, which screwed the Lions because they have a runoff.
A 10-second runoff.
That's an all-time. I mean, they're all timers. They just
The 10-second runoff.
But I'd be like, but you guys screwed up.
You guys screwed
right.
up, not us.
We had time to line up and spike the ball, but
you
are not.
called it a touchdown.
Yeah, we didn't. What? And now we don't get a
What?
Huh?
What do you mean the game's over?
but
We got the ball on the 1-inch line. Let us run it.
I swear to God, like there has to be somebody sitting up in the booth that just literally takes their hand and dusts off the football rule book and says, "How can we screw them this week?" Here it is, Rule 34B, subsection 12, paragraph 3.
Oh my God. 248-539-9797. Jesse on a cell. Hi, Jesse.
Hey, guys. So I remember watching that game, and the week before that game, there was another team that played on Sunday, and the exact same thing happened where a coach threw a challenge flag, and they weren't able to review it because the coach threw it and wasn't allowed to throw it. And I remember watching that and then watching the Lions not 5 days later, seeing Jim Schwartz with that flag in his hand throw it to the ground and thinking, oh, my God, how did he just do this? This literally happened a week ago and should have been like the number one thing on everybody's minds. And so while I do feel that the Lions keep getting screwed, that was definitely something of his own doing because
it was a reflexive move because it's so obvious. Like, are you kidding me? Throw the flag. And then he's like, crap, I threw the flag. I did that. Like Schwartz, I remember I was at the game, and afterwards is at the press conference, and he's talking to the media, and they're like, the question was asked, "Did you know the rule?" And his response was, "Yeah, I knew the rule."
You know what I remember?
I threw it anyway.
For sure.
What I remember most Gators going, "Oh my God, this is all we're going to talk about for the next 2-3 days." Is A, how did Schwartz do that? And B, how dumb is that rule? Like, Schwartz should have known better. He clearly should have known better.
He was emotional, as we know. He can be emotional. And by the way, when you said when the Lions make the Super Bowl, Ronaldo's great-great-grandson's going to be doing the piece.
That's a good point.
Right?
Yeah, very good point.
And by then, the Lions have done more.
Jeremy Shep Jr.